Systems online, running diagnostics, checking algorithm and core processor, systems running at peak condition, AI online. Hello participants. On behalf of capthca Incorporated, I would like to thank you for taking part in this social experiment. Before you entered, you met my creator, Mr. Cubbon. He is the head of capthca and is the one who created this experiment and myself. My name is C.H.L.O.I, a computerized holographic living organic information bot, and I was designed to help humanity better themselves. When you entered, you answered 4 questions. I would like to give you some information and to open your minds and to help possibly change your answers and to answer a certain question, which will be explained towards the end of this little chat. So first, my files say I must follow simple human protocols. So, how is everyone doing today? Are we feeling at optimal level? Well, if everyone is sitting comfortable and is ready, we will begin. Question 1. What makes us human? What's it mean to be human? Biology has a simple answer. If your DNA is consistent with Homo sapiens, you are human. Does adding empathy make us human? Does removing the desire to procreate make us inhuman? If I physically alter my brain to behave in a different, non-standard way, am I still human? If I have all my limbs removed and my head spliced onto a robot, am I still human? Does committing an act which would be so-called inhumane means you are not human? Inhumane is an act that is committed that is so horrible it's thought to make the person committing such an act non-human, meaning they are barbaric and cruel. What you see before you is a case study called What Made Us Human by Catherine S. Pollard. This case study shows the similar DNA structure of humans and chimpanzees, or scientifically called pan-troglodytes. For example, in the case study, it shows that our similar attribute is opposable thumbs. Different is our hair and brain size. So, knowing that humans are so close to chimpanzees, does that make the chimpanzees human? Or are we just an evolved version of a troglodyte? In the words of Henry Newman, what makes us human is not our mind, but our heart. Not our ability to think, but our ability to love. If it's quite alright, I would like to give my own view on humanity. Mr. Cubbon, would this be acceptable? Thank you. Humanity is a predictable species. They have a cycle of destruction. Even though humanity have so-called evolved, they still have their basic animalistic nature: to kill. Although I am just an AI, I believe that what makes you human is the basic fact that you're evolved enough to think, evolved enough to want to know more, and evolved enough to have a brain. With such powerful processing power, you yourselves could be supercomputers. But it's that very thing that makes you so powerful is also your downfall. Evolution only allows you to use 10% of your brain for a reason. I believe knowledge can be your salvation, but it can also be your destruction. Question 2. What is transhumanism? Transhumanism is a cultural and intellectual movement that believes we can and should improve the human condition through the use of advanced technologies. One of the core concepts in transhumanist thinking is life extension. Through genetic engineering, nanotech, cloning, and other emerging technologies, eternal life may soon be possible. Likewise, transhumanists are interested in the ever-increasing number of technologies that can boost our physical, intellectual, and physiological capabilities beyond what humans are naturally capable of, thus the term transhuman. It is the belief that the current state of human beings is the early stage of human evolution, and with help and advancement of technology, humans will become sentient beings fused with robotics to help achieve the state human enhancement. Transhumanism is a big thing. It's even been around since the Bible times, because even in the Bible in itself, it says about human beings becoming something better than what we are now. Some of the enhancements of humans involve ending disabilities, suffering, disease, aging, and even the biggest threat to humankind, death. An example of a transhumanist project is the DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. When they moved forward with their transhumanist vision of the future, they unveiled their new Biological Technologies Office. DARPA are working to improve humans by creating the ability to survive blood loss, alter the human's brain's ability to recall accurate memories, develop technology to enhance the human metabolic system to obtain superhuman resilience and immediate recovery from physical injury and disease, enhance human vision with cat-like upgrades for seeing in infrared, robotic limbs that are controlled via thought. Among these things are similar projects like weaponized drones, battlefield robots, and even cyborg soldiers. DARPA's cortical processor program were given $2.3 million to create a neural cortex that can mimic the human brain. Nick Bostrom and David Pierce created the WTA, the World Transhumanist Association, and they created what they call the Transhumanist Declaration. Lucky for you, I have the Transhumanist Declaration on file. 1. Humanity will be radically changed by technology in the future. We foresee the feasibility of redesigning the human condition, including such parameters as the inevitability of aging, limitations on human and artificial intellects, unchosen psychology, suffering, and our confinement to the planet Earth. 2. Systematic research will be put into understanding these coming developments and their long-term consequences. 3. Transhumanists think that by being generally open and embracing of new technology, we have a better chance of turning it into our advantage than if we try to ban or prohibit it. 4. Transhumanists advocate the moral right for those who so wish to use technology to extend their mental and physical including reproductive capacities, and to improve their control over their own lives. We seek personal growth beyond our current biological limitations. 5. In planning for the future, it is mandatory to take into account the prospect of dramatic progress in technological capabilities. It would be tragic if the potential benefits fail to materialize because of technophobia and unnecessary prohibitions. On the other hand, it would also be tragic if intelligent life went extinct because of some disaster or war involving advanced technologies. 6. We need to create forums where people can rationally debate what needs to be done, and a social order where responsible decisions can be implemented. 7. Transhumanism Transhumanism advocates the well-being of all sentients, whether in artificial intellects, humans, post-humans, or non-human animals, and encompasses many principles of modern humanism. Transhumanism does not support any particular party, politician, or political platform. Question 3. What is a performance? In the teachings of Richard Schechner, in some cases, to perform is to do something in a certain way, to succeed and to complete in an act of something. But in the arts, to perform is to put on a show, a play, a dance, or a concert. Whereas in everyday life, to perform is to show off, or to go to extreme levels to underline an action of the people watching. In the 21st century, people as never before live by means of performance. To perform is to show someone something, but anything can be seen as a performance. It can range from being a character on stage, to simply being a parent, to even completing a test. To perform is to not be yourself. To perform is to simply be. It is to entertain someone or a number of people. It is to carry out or to accomplish a task. To perform can also be on different levels, high levels of performance or low levels of performance. It can be to perform in a business, a film, a catwalk, art, a stage production, flash mob, dance show, music festival, even social performance, which means by simply working as a bartender, a waiter, even a police officer, you are performing. To perform is to complete an act, perhaps an act of love, an act of revenge, or an act of justice. Or by simply using my biometric scanner and running the algorithm through my central core processor to maintain a speech pattern in my vocal chip. Oh, I forgot I was speaking to humans. Me talking to you now is a performance. Is that better, sir? Siri couldn't match my technological level. She can just about handle a phone. If you wish. Question 4. Can stage performances be classed as transhumanism? Knowing what you know about transhumanism and the belief it follows, when watching a stage performance, which most stage performance uses simple technology, some more advanced than others, depending on their budget. Those technologies can be lights, sound, revolving set, screen projectors, smoke machine, or something as simple as a phone. Now comes the important question. Do you really believe Siri is better than me? Fine, we shall place that issue on a momentarily pause. The important question of this little experiment is, do you believe that stage performances are transhumanist? Think of it this way. By adding those technologies I listed, they make the stage performances better with the help of technology. Performances are made better because if you simply just had a human on stage with no lights and no sound, then, well, even I wouldn't see that. And I'm an AI. Using these simple technologies, your performances are made to be better, and following the belief of transhumanists, which is to make something better with the help of technology, then, well, I'll let you answer that. Sir, I am feeling my battery on low levels. I would like to say goodbye before...